Hey. All right, hey guys. Hey guys, welcome to Acting Clear Chef. My name is Thomas Grabowski, and I wanted to go live today because I am making a little smoothie, and I thought I'd jump on and be like, hey, this is what I make in the morning. This is what you guys can make too, just to give you guys some ideas and just to share kind of like my recipes online, which is what I love doing. And yeah, this is just kind of coming together. I'm like, why not put a video together? I think it'd be great. So yeah, this is really cool. I got some banana in here. I got some frozen cherries. So I'm gonna be making a smoothie this morning. Spring is here, so I find when the warmer weather comes, I'm kind of more gravitate to more like fruits in the morning. Nice high protein smoothie with a lot of fruit and maybe some oatmeal on the side. I always try to get my greens in my smoothie. That's super important. So if you're trying to get like more acne friendly skin, acne clear skin, you want to add more greens because greens are good for, a lot of health functions, but greens in general is just good for your skin. It's good for blood flow. It's good for energy. It's good for helping move things along in your system, flush things out, detoxification. So like really greens are really, really important if you want to have more acne clear skin because greens are going to be kind of like the catalyst for moving things along, moving things forward. So we want to move things forward, move that blood flow, get that stuff flowing. And you can just throw them into your smoothie. So whatever you typically make, just add a little bit of spinach or kale. Those are my top two choices when it comes to making a smoothie. So very easy. Again, I do not have a recipe for this smoothie I'm making right now. I'm actually kind of just making it spontaneously. So I kind of go with how I feel, but there's a certain amount of foods that I do like to go to are like kind of my staples, I guess, when it comes to smoothie making. So obviously I like my almond milk. You can use cashew, coconut, or rice milk. If you're obviously trying to eliminate the dairy, which I highly recommend, I'd highly recommend you read my book because I talk all about the top 5 trigger foods. And I also have a YouTube video on that as well. So like you have content available. I'm so happy that I'm doing this because I'm sharing what I've always wanted to share with the world. And that is, my story and my healthy lifestyle, but like my story and how I can help other people also overcome their own acne challenges. Because again, it's a challenge. It's something that life is throwing at you, and until you pay attention, you won't really see any growth. So I think it's all about that growth and that overcoming things that are difficult, because if you overcome things that are difficult, you grow, you level up, and your quality of life gets better, and then maybe you can give back as well. So it's all about giving back, serving the community, and creating good quality content for you guys so you guys can have a little idea of like what you can make with the food in your pantry and how you can make certain recipes to benefit you, right? Because at the end of the day, eating is very highly individualized. We all have different preferences, different likes, different dislikes, and we need to really pay attention to that because that'll kind of give you an idea of what to eat. So I'm just adding some water here for my shaker cup. Again, this is very spontaneous, no plan. So if anybody joins me, that'd be awesome, but it's pretty early. I know people are probably at work or some stuff, but I don't know what you guys do, 9 a.m., 9:30, sorry. I had to get almond milk this morning because I ran out. Okay, so another thing I really love adding to my smoothies, you'll see this in a lot of my recipes, are hemp hearts. You can use chia seeds and flax seeds or sunflower seeds, even pumpkin seeds. Those are like the top 5 seeds, all organic. Choose the ones that you gravitate more towards. I like the omega-3s, hemp hearts, just because they're high in protein. And they do have the healthy fats as well. So this is why I like omega-3s personally. So the protein content is a lot higher than other seeds, but pumpkin seeds are also high in protein as well, and zinc and folate. There's a lot of vitamins and minerals in all these things, but so yeah, we can talk more about that as well. So I got a tablespoon here. That's one. That looks good. So 1.5 tablespoons. Again, I'm eyeballing it. I'm not being perfect. You don't have to be perfect. Just kind of have a general sense of what you like. The spinach is looking kind of gross, not gonna lie. I'm gonna see if I can get more spinach. Okay, no spinach, so I'm gonna have to use some of this stuff, but it looks kind of gross and gnarly. I'm just gonna throw this out. This looks gross. Okay. I'll keep the bag because the bags are like super good. So I know I have some kale in here. So this is good. I always got something. So I always got something in my fridge, either kale or spinach. Even just buying one bunch is gives you a lot of value, man. Like, this is not organic. Ideally, you want organic. Like, you don't want to put chemicals in your body. So I'm gonna use about a cup of spinach. So again, this is kind of like what I have. Just kind of throwing things together. So I got my kale in here, looking good, and I'm just gonna have my protein powder. I don't really like protein powder, but I like adding just a little bit. Again, just supplement with some extra protein to build the muscles, right? So I got organic brown rice sprouted protein powder. Any kind of protein powder works. Just don't use whey protein. Whey protein is the one you don't want to eat, especially if you want to have acne clear skin, because I find whey protein very triggering. Very large trigger food if you're working out and you're eating a lot and you're relying heavily on whey protein as a protein source. Cut it out, because that shit's definitely making your skin a lot worse. If you're having no problems with it, then don't worry about it. But if you are having problems with it, well, then maybe it's time to replace it and cut it out. So I'm gonna blend this up. I wonder if that's ready too. Let's double check here. There we go. So I just got some really good stuff here. Can I pause this? Or do I have to be live? Okay, I'll be right back, guys. If you see this, fast forward, I'll be right back. Jump. All right. Is anyone here? Anyone here? Nope. So I usually get no viewers, but I don't care. That's okay. I'm gonna post anyway. All right. Thanks for. I had to go wash them. I had to freaking run. It's just such terrible timing. But yeah, that was kind of funny. So yeah, I have some amazing creamy coconut superfood oatmeal. So it's got chia, buckwheat, hemp, and coconut. I actually stole this from my mom. I really like this one. I didn't think I like it as much, but this one actually has, I'll read the ingredients: the gluten-free rolled oats, dried coconut, buckwheat groats, inulin, chia seeds, hemp seeds, and coconut flavor. So there's absolutely no added sugar. A lot of times this is, uh, let's do it. There we go. Thumbnail right there. Nature's Path Organic Creamy Coconut. So that is something you can add or use as a alternative to buckwheat. Obviously, the best thing you can do is make your own oatmeal from scratch, and it's not that hard. I have actually a few recipes in my cookbook. I'm not a big fan of making oatmeal, but I just threw something in there because I needed to have a filler for breakfast. But ideally, if you want to eat healthy, I recommend eating like a dinner or lunch for breakfast. However, this is more of a typical breakfast. But yeah, it's more of high carbs. So yeah, so I have about one of those packets in here warmed up, and I'm gonna add some fruit, some almond milk, and some hemp seeds, and maybe a little bit of cinnamon for flavor. And if you want a little bit of sweetness, I would add a little bit of honey, but I don't think I'm going to add any honey because I'm trying to like limit my sugar as well. If you can limit your sugar intake, that's fantastic. Really good for your skin. Less sugar content, the better. I'm talking about refined sugars like sugar. But fruit's okay as long as you're not overdoing it, and strictly having a meal with some protein, some carbs, and some non-starchy vegetables. That's going to kind of be like your best bang for your buck when it comes to your nutrition, right? So just give me 1 second, guys. So typically you can put this in a glass, but I'm going to use a shaker cup. Again, you can take this to go with you. So again, banana, excuse me, frozen cherries. I use some almond milk, not a lot, and some water. You can use all almond milk, but almond milk's kind of pricey, so I'm a little bit on a budget right now, so I'm not trying to like spend as much money. So I only use like half with almond milk and the other half with water, and then I add my kale, hemp hearts, and protein powder, and we're gonna blend. So let's get to it. Oh, I gotta plug it in first, right? Or is it broken? Or am I? Oh. Yeah, this thing is loud. It blows me away. Yeah. I'm having way too much fun. I love making videos. All right, so there we go. It doesn't look the best. It kind of looks brown. Woo. I'm probably not gonna drink all this. I think you don't drink all of it. That looks pretty nice. Nice. Usually don't get it cleaned out like that, but usually there's always some chunks left at the bottom. But yeah, I've used it on high power. That's why. Second here. So yeah, I usually use it on high power, and just like for about a minute, you should have like an obliterated smoothie. So let's try. Actually, not bad. It's got like a nice earthy flavor. Again, it has a bit of an earthy texture, so like this is something you need to get used to, because like eating healthy, requires some sacrifice. I think it tastes really good. Again, some people might not like this just because it has a bit of a earthy taste, and I think it's because of the brown rice and the kale. So people like spinach, you can't really taste, I find, so it's great for throwing into smoothies. But I kind of like it, and it's not super sweet. It's actually, I think it's perfectly sweetened. before like a health smoothie, it's pretty kind of good. So again, you saw me add the almond milk into my oatmeal. I use about 1.5 tablespoons of hemp in the protein powder. I'm adding about 1 teaspoon here, maybe a little less. I'm just kind of sprinkling it. I usually sprinkle my cereals or my porridge, my oatmeal here. I like oatmeal packets because they're nice and convenient. Sometimes I make my own oatmeal, but I don't heavily rely on it. It's very once in a while. But I'm not like super reliant on oats either because again, it can be a trigger food for some people. I know if I eat too many oats, I start to get like an allergic response. I start sneezing. So it's like my body doesn't like it too much, but sometimes I don't have that problem, which is kind of crazy. So, oh man. A lot of raspberries too. I was really hoping for some raspberries this morning, so I think I got some in here, but they're like at the bottom. So I'm gonna dig. I'm gonna get all the raspberries out. Usually I would use like half a cup here. Oh, there we go. That should be enough. It was like 8. I might use some strawberries too. Now it's just blackberries. So yeah, like blackberries, strawberries, that's something you can keep in your fridge. And you can have them in a tight lock container. So get a lot of value there. But whatever, I don't know why I say that. I say that all the time, value here. I think because usually I speak in monetary tones, but derp. Santa baby. Oh man, it is so dirty in here. I gotta do some cleaning. And I'm gonna add some strawberries too, just because I have some. Not bad. It took me 15 minutes to make this. Now, I'm making this while I'm talking to you guys. If I wasn't talking to you guys, I probably would be making this in a lot less time. So I'm hoping that somebody in the morning somewhere is craving a smoothie and then, they stumble upon this fun video. I guess it's fun, maybe. I don't know if it's fun. I think it's very serious. But yeah. Look at that one. It's a big strawberry. It's like the size of my head from here, right? Okay. So, oh my god. Alright, I'm almost done. So let's do that. You can sprinkle some cinnamon here, but I might pass on that today. No, screw it. I'm gonna do cinnamon too. Get one more strawberry. I'm done. I swear. And I need raspberries too. Also, big also. What I would strongly encourage. Oh wait, like this is what I do. This is my system. But whenever I run out of something, I write whatever I need down. Now, some of you guys may like have a list in your head of what you want, or you go based off a recipe, whatever. But if I'm craving raspberries, I'm gonna write down raspberries if I don't have them. I think that's the best way to kind of really like figure out which foods are best for you is actually writing what you crave down, especially if it's whole foods. Like if you're like craving cake and pastries, there might be some kind of deep underlying issue there that we have to address, and that's kind of more like nutritional psychology that needs to be addressed. We have cravings for reasons, but like if that's all you're craving is cake and pastries, we may have to like reassess like what you're eating right now, but we have a reason for what we eat. But I usually write down what I crave down onto a paper, especially if it's whole foods. So I'm like, oh, I'm feeling turkey, or I'm feeling, again, it's really being in tune with your feelings. It's really, really what it's about. That's kind of like what intuitive eating is all about. And that's kind of how I eat. It's very intuitive. This is a plant-based breakfast. So if you're like vegan, vegetarian, like I don't really subscribe to any particular way of eating unless it's metabolic typing. That's the only strategy I implement in terms of health and nutrition. It's metabolic typing because it includes all diets, and it shows that, sorry, I just saw something. And it shows that you're somewhere on the spectrum, not in a negative sense, but like somewhere on the spectrum of, God, I hate that word, spectrum, Jesus, because it has such a negative connotation. of nutrition, right? So you're either protein type, carb type, or mixed type. Again, there's a lot of science behind that. I don't like diving into it too specifically because I like to just focus on eating real whole foods. However, figuring out the foods that are best for your health and well-being, you may want to consider looking into metabolic typing, or at least look into food sensitivity tests to cut certain foods out and add certain foods in. So that's my breakfast for the morning. I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right. I can't speak this morning. Maybe because I'm hungry and I'm going a little crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm just myself. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. I'm going to clean up. It's a bit of a mess here, but I'll see you guys on the other side. Take care.